Hey everybody, how's it going? In this video we're going to be talking about indentation errors. So indentation is one of the best things in Python and one of the worst things in Python. So let's have a look at what that means. So if you have a condition, let's say the condition says condition is equal to 5 larger than 2. Now of course this condition is true, okay, because 5 is in fact larger than 2. So if condition print, for example, it works. Okay, now let's run this. As you can see, it works. You see this indentation right here, the one that I'm highlighting in blue? If this part is not present, this is going to yield an error. So let's have a look. And the error that shows up, it's called indentation error. So as soon as you see this, you look at the block of code that you suspect that there is a problem with the indentation. It's usually marked here on the side. It says line 10, for example. And you go there and you just tab. You click tab, right? Or a couple of spaces to adjust it. If you don't know how to do that, or you get confused, just backspace all the way until you're next to it and then click enter, right? Sorry about that. Just click enter, okay? And it's going to auto indent. So these are 3 ways to indent your code if you have an issue. Let's say you want to indent more than one thing at the same time. So let's say something like this, more codes, okay? And you want to indent these 2 things at the same time. Well, you can indent them backwards by Shift Tab, and you can indent them forwards, which was what you're supposed to do here because this is an if statement, and you say tab. Okay, so backwards Shift Tab if you're using Windows, and forward tab if you're using Windows or Mac, I think. Okay, great. So this is basically it. The first indentation error. Now, there is a common error that shows up and it says you're mixing tabs with spaces. If this happens to show up, it doesn't happen to a lot of people, but it is nevertheless on the web. You just simply go to source in your Spider IDE and then you click fix indentation and everything should work perfectly fine. So these are the first 2 types of errors that you will see. Concerning indentation. Now the same can be said about while loops. If you don't have indentation when you're using your while loops, this is going to cause an error. Same can be said for for loops. If you don't have indentation for for loops, it is going to yield an error. Anything that has a statement and it needs to be blocked within it needs to be indented. Otherwise, it's going to lead an error. So please do pay close attention to indentation because it may yield to a lot of errors and the code is not going to work without it. Thank you very much.